kids. I'm obviously not there right now, so you're on your own. And when I say you're on your own, well, you're not really on your own, ever, in life. Someone's always there to walk you through things. All right, so we've done this for a little while. We're going to do some elimination examples. You're going to practice some, and then you're going to work on an exit slip. But I figured you could at least use a little guidance while you're practicing. All right, so what do you get when you combine 5z and negative 5z? I think we know the answer to that by now. 0, nothing, they cancel out. That's the idea. So it doesn't matter if they're x's, y's, Greek symbols, whatever. Any two opposites that you add, you get 0. And honestly, that's the main idea here. Your goal is to cancel out one of the variables because we can't solve equations with two variables. All right, number 3, identify the method you should use to solve the following systems, okay? Well, this first one, if you notice, it's y equals something, and then the other equation's not. It's in standard form, which means here we should be using substitution, okay? The second one, while we could use substitution, they're both in y equals form, we should use graphing because it's just easier. And the last one here, notice both equations are in standard form, which means we should be using elimination. And that's what we've been working on. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to solve this system here 2 times. Okay? Whatever you do, don't write this down yet. Okay. Well, we know we can add the equations together. If I do that, we get 6x plus y equals 65. Okay, what happened? Or more importantly, what didn't happen? Neither of the variables canceled out, so that didn't work. Okay, like I said, I'm going to do this 2 different times. One time, if you actually recognize that subtraction will work, and then another time if for some reason you don't recognize that. Okay, so this is attempt number 1. Again, addition didn't work. I'm going to try subtracting, and be careful. 3x minus 3x is nothing. That's good. Now here's where you got to be careful. 2y minus negative y is actually a positive 3y. And then 40 minus 25 is 15. Okay? So divide out the 3, and we get y equals 5. And again, you guys know we're not done. Now that we have y, we got to go back and find x. To me, the bottom equation looks a little bit easier to use, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so it appears that our solution to this system of equations is 10, 5, which means if we were going to graph these, they would intersect at the point 10, 5. Okay, as promised, I was going to do this twice. Okay, so let me get rid of that. All right, now the second way, all right, now let's suppose you didn't realize you could just subtract. So this is the second time. Okay. We know our goal is to make it so we have 2 opposite terms in the top and bottom equations. Okay? Well, if you notice, the y terms are opposite signs. We have a 2y and a minus y. Well, if for somehow, some way, if we can make that a negative 2y, we'd be good. Okay? So what that means is what we're going to do is multiply the bottom equation by 2. Giving me 6x minus 2y, and that is going to equal 50. Remember, make sure you multiply everything by that number. Okay? And we didn't do anything to the top equation, so I am just going to rewrite that like that. Now, notice we have our plus 2y and our minus 2y, which means when we add these together, we get 9x equals 90. Divide out to 9, and we find out that x equals 10. Okay? Then we got to take that 10, go back and plug it in. I'm going to use the top equation because to me the top equation is a little bit easier here. 3 times 10 plus 2y is going to equal 40. Well, 3 times 10 is 30. So if we subtract 30 from both sides, oh my goodness, he skipped a step. Well, I'm running out of room. We're left with 2y equals 10. Divide out the 2, and we find out that y equals 5. So again, here, the solution would be 10, comma, 5. And that should sound familiar because we got the same answer, the same system. Okay? You guys are going to do some practice now, and then when you're done with those 4 problems, you're going to do the exit slip on the back, you're going to turn those in, and you guys are going to have a great day.